Okay, the main thing today is to show you how to actually get to Spyder from the desktop itself and how to change the different planes in Spyder. So how do you get to Spyder? All you need to do is go to Start, look for Anaconda. Now, Anaconda, you can actually launch Spyder direct from here, or you can go to Anaconda Navigator. So you do Anaconda Navigator, wait for a little while, something will come up. The Anaconda Navigator is actually launching. Yep, so it takes some time for you to launch Anaconda Navigator first. So then from there, continue waiting. Okay, just a few seconds more. All right, so in Anaconda Navigator, if you have Spyder already installed, so let's say for example, I go down. Now this is I Spyder installed. Okay. So you should see the launch button. If there's no launch button, you should see the install button, then just install it. So I want to launch Spyder, I just click on launch. So it says launching Spyder. So then it will take a little while. You can actually minimize the screen already. Okay. Yep. Now Spyder 3 is launching. So this is Spyder version 3. Okay. There's actually a newer version, Spyder version 4. So later you'll see that it tells me to upgrade it. Okay. So allow access. Yes, because at the back end, Spyder uses a lot of Python stuff. In fact, Spyder is written in Python. So we'll be using Spyder for a lot of Python coding. So now you have this. Now this is where it will actually ask me to update, but let's just don't bother with it. Okay. Now, very interestingly, Spyder actually has 4 main panels. One is the variable explorer. In fact, there's a history log here, tells you all the commands you have typed inside this IPython console. So let me just look at it. Okay, so for example, I can say that I want to look at where I am. So I import maybe sys. So import sys is actually in the history already. Okay, then I type sys path to find where the path that I'm in. So you see, it's actually all recorded in the history log. You don't have to worry about that. Now, this also means that you can try out commands here, and then you paste to the editor whenever you want. So we're not. My main purpose today is to show you how you can move these 4 panels. So most of the time, if you are just practicing, you want the IPython console to be full. So how do you make it full? The most important, the easiest way, oops, let me reduce volume on the other side. You go to view, okay? View, you don't lock the planes. Once you don't lock the planes, every plane becomes mobile. So you can swap the planes. Every plane now become mobile. Okay? Now you can merge the 2 planes and the IPython console over here, the editor over here. Okay? So you can actually do something. Let's say you move around and then you got, oops, now you've merged 3 together already. Okay? It can be quite useful, but let's say if you mess it up totally for whatever reason, how do you get back to the default? Don't worry, don't panic. To get back to default, you just go to view again, go to window layout, and Spyder default layout. So that will give you back to pretty much the original version. In fact, the first time I opened, that's actually a new version already. So this is the original version, how it looks like. If you are used to using other form of layout, for example, if you have used, let's say, RStudio, when you're doing your R programming, you can use the RStudio layout. Now, this will look a bit more familiar to you. Okay, your file explorer is here, console is here, and so on and so forth. Okay, so you can actually try to change all these different layouts. You can even have, let's say, a MATLAB layout if that suits you better. But all this is up to you. Okay, but personally, I like my own cleaner layout, my kind of RStudio-like layout. Okay, so I'll prefer the default layout, but I would like my console to be merged together. Okay, so this gives me a lot of space for me to type. In fact, this is space that I can type. Okay, so that's it for today. Essentially, this is how you can change the different stuff, and when you're actually done with it, rather than you having to change it all over again, or just in case you mess it up, you can lock the planes now. Now the planes is frozen. You cannot change the planes. Unless you want to unlock the planes again. Now there are different planes that you can use as well. So leave it up to you to explore. Okay, that's it for today.